She may be dwarfed by a bucky, but as they say, dynamite comes in small packages. And here on the farm Middle Pass, Alfreda Maas is in her element, especially since turning around this once weed-infested farm.
Ek het in 2015 het ek begin op hierdie plaas en die onkruiddruk was baie hoog. Want die plaas het stil gelê vir meer as 10 jaar. Het hy stil gelê, hulle het hom net as weiding gebruik en nie die onkruidbeheer glad nie. En toe het ek by Graan SA betrokke geraak. Op daai stadium in die eerste jaar toe is my opbrengs op die koring 1.1 ton 'n hektaar.
To increase her yields, Alfreda brought in a rotation system with canola, oats and lupines, as well as a chemical weed control program. Last year, she harvested 2.9 tons of wheat per hectare, higher than the commercial average for the area. She farms on 260 hectares, of which 220 is arable. To conserve soil and moisture in this windy area with uncertain rainfall, she does minimum tillage on all her lands. Her rotation system is not only fixing much needed nitrogen in the soil, but also complements her sheep production, a farming line she's always been passionate about. In fact, livestock was her entry point in farming.
Ek het op Saron groot geword, 'n klein gemeenskapie. My pa het begin 'n boer daar. Sonder broers groot geword, so hy het dit aangewakker in my.
Alfreda later chaired the community's agricultural association before joining a group of farmers on a livestock farming project nearby. Arnold Arendse, her close friend from the Saron days, is of great support in many aspects of her current operation, especially since Alfreda now also serves on Grain SA's executive. Her daughter Fallon studied law, but also has a keen interest in agriculture. She often pops out to the farm to learn a thing or two from her role model mom, a woman who has used every opportunity to skill herself in the different aspects of farming. And this leading award-winning farmer is now onto her next 5-year plan.
Uiteindelik is ek op 'n plaas met 'n 30 jaar huurooreenkoms. So my grootste droom vir die volgende 5 jaar is dat ek my eie plaas kan bekom en 'n groter plaas en waar ek meer kan uitbrei en myself uitleef in die boerdery in.
Judging by her track record, Alfreda always finds a way to turn dreams into reality. In the district of Edenville, there's a farmer on a growth spurt. This past season, Pollos has more than tripled last year's plantings of cash crops, and it's almost 37 times what he did just 5 years ago.
Intusitse haholo potential farm of the year ho motivate hore ke bona go le nna ho na le part e ke bapetseng in the agricultural sector, then in kentse le hore ke hlokomele hore ke le tshebetsong ya ka ke improve haholo.
Pollos planted 320 hectares, half of it with maize and the other half with sunflowers. He funded his crop production through a combination of his own money, production credit from ABSA, and an interest-free loan through AB InBev. Most of the crop production is done on privately leased land, since the Plas farm, which Pollos leases from government, has only 60 hectares of arable land. His neighbor Francois Fivers has been alongside him throughout this carefully planned growth period, sharing his experience on soil potential, seed selection, and risk management. In turn, Pollos and his wife Nomasonto shares this information with others. Nomasonto was instrumental in forming a cooperative in Heilbronn, utilizing the infrastructure of a failed development project. She's also actively involved with their family enterprise in Edenville, joining Pollos in attending courses and farmer days.
Koso tsa Grain SA di re thusitse ka tsebo ya ho re fa hore na polasing o ka leader jwang polasing, o ka monitora jwang bohlweki bo tlamehang ho ba teng ka hare ho polasi le hore na o ka sebetsa jwang le batho bo ba hirileng ho thusana ho tswellisa mosebetsi wa polasi pele.
To ensure the cattle and Dono Merinos are well fed throughout the year, Pollos planted 10 hectares of fodder to supplement the 140 hectares of natural grazing. He is also a member of a cooperative, working together with Cernic on a Bonsmara project.
Serlaf ko po sebetsa ka hore re laga Cernic ne re kadimela chelete land bank on our behalf. Then after that re reka di winners tseo dia ka hara feedlot ya Cernic for feeding. After that they get slaughtered, then the profit come to us and we started buying livestock for ourselves.
This enterprising farmer is certainly on a roll, brilliantly managing his operation, dreaming of owning land and the mechanization needed to farm on a full commercial scale. Where there's water, there's life. And when there's a farmer like Andries van der Pol, there's life in abundance. As a man who hails from Namakwaland, he fully appreciates the grace of natural resources, allowing him to build on his childhood memories.
Ek sou sê hier van 12 jaar oud af, het ek al reeds met my pa begin boer. En as jy eers dit in jou gekry het, daai geklak van hy stroper en die trekker as hy blou rookie bo uittrek, ek dink 'n man verloor dit, dis jou lewe.
After school, Andries obtained an agricultural diploma and worked as a farm manager for 20 years. In 2012, he obtained a government lease on the farm Klipdrift. Grateful for the opportunity, Andries and his wife Jackie got going. Jackie has a strong financial background, which she complemented with agricultural training courses. She is assistant manager of the business, which includes the running of their guest house. Their son Jacquin is a real gem on the farm, using his training to help build infrastructure, while also getting right in there with the daily tasks.
Daar is 'n groot toekoms in boerdery. Jy sal baie beplanning moet doen, ja, en van hoe die plek nou verander en die klimaat en alles verander. Jy sal net jou beplanning goed moet doen.
The Van der Pols farm on 450 hectares, with roughly 300 hectares suitable for planting. Backed by funding from the Department of Agriculture, Andries started planting wheat in 2015. To affay himself with modern production practices, he joined Grain SA and subsequently introduced a rotation system, using a combination of minimum tillage and no-till.
Die wisselboustelsel het ons nou in 3 stukke opgedeel, waarvan ons 1/3 plante skoring. Die 1/3 gaan later heeltemal gevestig wees met Medic en dan die ander 1/3 plant ons lupine en haver en korig wat ons as weiding kan gebruik vir die skape of as voer kan gebruik.
Last year, they also established lucerne, while their access to water enables them to plant maize under irrigation in summer. Together, it all makes for a great cash crop and livestock business, with enough healthy feed for the animals. The Dono Merinos are currently on a weaning percentage of 126, and Andries is looking to push this to 140%. This full circle approach is certainly delivering the goods, right up to shearing time. The Van der Pol's future plans include more diversification and the introduction of a farming project that would serve to create employment in the community. And so, this family just keeps adding value to life.